Taryn's making noise. Hey, Kuru and Nikki, Taryn's making noise. Why are you making noise?
Because
you annoying child, you. So it's Sunday at 6:30 p.m. on March 25th. Holy smack, it's almost 8. No, don't do that, because then they won't be able to hear me. They were already whining about me because they said they couldn't hear what I was saying sometimes. And Kuru said he wants a poof filter on my microphone because he's an old man with hearing loss because he used to listen to loud music as a kid. See, isn't it great to have, it's like having a studio audience when they put up the laugh signs. Laugh! See? Works. So, anyway, had kind of a lazy day today. Yesterday, we had our potluck housewarming thing. I was disappointed that neither of you came. I'm a little bitter about it. But it was nice. We had over 50 people and filled up the house. And I've got written down a few things to respond to for Kuru here. Nikki, I think it's interesting how, for me, my weekends are like my free time. And for you, clearly, your weekends are your busy time because your kids and your husband are around and you've got lots of things to do with them. And for me, like the weekends are the time I have to make videos. Weekends and evenings, I guess. But during the week, I tend to be stressed and busy, and weekends, not as much. So it's just interesting, and maybe I'm completely misinterpreting that, but I noticed that you make most of your videos during the week, which would make sense, logically, based on the arrangement of your responsibilities. Then again, I could be wrong again. But, so, in response to Kuru's video, first of all, Kuru, you talking about my mom kind of, my mom did have the ability to let you know when she was unhappy with your behavior. And yes, you're right. I agree with your description. And it's kind of funny that that's the one time when she probably was having a bad day or something, and couldn't believe how ridiculous you were as a young man. Which, now that I think about it, I don't know why she would expect anything less. So your discussion about this ecotourism open water swimming business. So what I would be interested in finding out, how many people are there out there that do these open water swims? What is the potential customer base for something like this? And I imagine you would have to have it set up in such a way, you know, if we did this, that it would accommodate both people who really wanted to, you know, go out and swim 2 miles, and people who wanted to go out and swim but weren't quite up to 2 miles. Hey, Taryn. Taryn's hugging my leg. And I was thinking about, so when I've talked to a couple people about it, just kind of mentioned it, and they always laugh and go, yeah, I'm sure there's a huge demand for that. But anyway, my friend Scott Fairley, you know Scott, lives across the street, ran tourism. Well, so he worked for some time giving tours. Ow!
Sorry.
You whacked me. No whacking. That hurts. Giving tours in Alaska on a cruise ship. And then he came back to Pendleton. He set up his own company to do tours of this area. And couldn't make it. You know, there just wasn't the demand for that, for tours in Pendleton. And I suppose we could do like open water swims on the Columbia River, but yeah. But I thought it would be interesting to talk to him about his business model and what worked and what didn't work, and about that industry. So the other thing that I had, the only other note I have from the previous video is looking at, hey, you found my padlock that I put on my guitar when I don't want people getting into it. Is the idea of putting a carpet underneath this, a rug, an area carpet underneath this table. By the way, do you like that tablecloth? The one, we had a nice tablecloth on it yesterday that I think looked better, but that's okay. So, and actually, if you look over here, notice that Sarah's put different colored blankets on these things now. There weren't blankets on them yesterday during the open house, or things to keep cat hair off of them. But, so the thing about throwing an area rug under a table that you actually eat at is that that's where you spill your food. And it's just way easier to get food off of a hardwood floor than an area rug. So, you know, I'll talk about it with Sarah, but I'm not enthusiastic about the response. So, yeah, I'm going to show you real quick that we finished cleaning up the house before the potluck yesterday. Well, one of the other things, actually, since I'm right here, I'm actually, at this moment, I know you'll be thrilled beyond belief, copying all of my files onto the network drive. It says 13 hours it's going to take to do that. So I'm plugged in here because it's way faster. But I actually went over to Scott's house today and used his table saw to cut these shelves down a little bit so that I could fit them in. And now you can see that this looks a little neater. Can you move back a little bit to create so they can get some light in there? It's not that I don't love you, Taryn. It's just,
oh no, I can't unlock it with my finger.
So I plugged in that right there is our network drive, and we've always plugged it into another computer, and actually I figured out I could plug it right into my router and then access it off the router. So Taryn's doing magic tricks. So yeah, I cleaned this up, and actually I'm really happy with that. So now if I buy like a 24-port switch or a 12-port switch, oh, you don't want to dent the floor, right here, I can put it right there, and then I can move this up to the top shelf, and there'll be space up there. Probably have to put a little power strip in there, but yeah, there's plenty of space. And actually, now that those shelves are not full depth of the entire cabinet, I can run wires back and forth. I'm gonna have to get some Cat 6 patch cables out. Sorry, I'm rambling.
The key is gone.
Is it gone? We're about to be gone. So yes, I wanted to show you in here we actually cleaned this space up. So as you can see now, it's dark, but this is all clean. Remember how all the junk that was in here? Well, we've actually figured out a place to put most of it. So this was all just packed with stuff before. There's Gareth, who's been banished from computer games for the week because he's an evil person. No, actually, he just needed a break. The cousins are coming to visit next week, and they're going to play computer games basically the whole week, so he can take a break. But you can see we actually cleaned up a whole bunch of junk that had been in here.
The key is gone.
The key is gone again?
Gone.
It was gone before. What's changed?
It's gone.
It is gone. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It appeared on the ground.
How could that have happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Coming up this Thursday night, I don't know if I told you this. I probably did. I say the same things over and over again. Should probably sign I'm making too many videos. But there's this artist who I'm opening for on Thursday at Great Pacific, Rachel Sage. And so, getting ready to do that.
It's gone again.
The key's gone again? How could that have happened?
I don't know.
What could have happened?
I don't know.
It's amazing.
Yes.
So anyway, getting ready to do that, but not much else going on. So
It's in my hand.
it's in your hand?
How could that have happened?
I don't know, but I think that's a sign that this is the end of the video. So until we meet again,
Still dead.